What's up, fam? How's everybody doing today? Now, all I ask is that you guys don't sit like this. I mean, I know I'm that great looking, and this suit is really nice, but I need some interaction, y'all. So, if I'm boring you, just look over to the person next to you and slap them. I'm just playing. Don't do that. But for those who don't know who I am, like she said, I'm Jasper Dewitt II. I am an alumni here at Full Sail University. Got my master's in digital marketing in July. And like she said, I also got my bachelor's in the media communications program. And, aside from everything else, I just want to once again thank Full Sail University and Carrie, the team that put this awesome event together, for having me, inviting me. This whole week, I just had a ball meeting other Full Sailors, some that I know through social media, and then some of my instructors. This has been a great home for me. And I just really am a person that sees everything with the mindset it all happens for a reason. I don't see it as a coincidence that Carrie reached out to me to speak at an event called the Intersection Summit. Because to be transparent with you guys, I really am at an intersection in my life personally and in my career professionally. And it's the first event, and it's in the esports arena that's biggest in the nation. So I kind of do need to tell something that's really meaningful and valuable. That's why all I really just want to have today is a pep talk. Just a pep talk to someone that's in a place in their life right now where they may be feeling some doubt, where they may be getting some negative energy, where they may be, not knowing which way is the way to go. Because I've been in that seat many times. And creatively, I believe that there's a relationship that exists when you really dig in deep to your creativity, when you really dig in deep to your talent. And that's what I want to focus on, which is why the first thing I want to mention to you guys is just embrace your creative journey. Embrace that thing. There's going to be people that will make you feel doubting of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to become. And let's be real. When you start getting into doing what you love doing and you may not be seeing the results in the time period you think, you're going to be wondering yourself, am I just spinning my wheels? Embrace it. There's a lot of twists and turns in this journey. More specifically, embrace your creative journey. I speak with a lot of creatives. And, it's amazing now, specifically, I actually am, like she said, I'm a content creator, freelance. I work for myself. It sounds great, but when you really start doing it for real, it actually is a lot of work. I do a lot of content for brands. I make a lot of videos. I got a lot of deadlines. I have a lot of, people that do rely on me. And, my journey is definitely similar to a lot of people, but it's definitely different. So, to whoever you are, embrace your specific journey. Embrace it because this is you and your talent. This is, if you want to call it your significant other, this is your moment where you're going to dig in and you're going to need that talent sometimes. There were times where, when I was hearing some negative feedback, or some stuff that just wasn't building me up because I wasn't around the right people. I'll get to that later on. I had to remind myself, you know what? This is why I love what I do. And those moments aren't easy. But when you embrace it specifically, it really is going to be something powerful. This is a saying right here I'm a musician. I play the piano as well. And this is a saying right here from a trumpet player, Miles Davis. He's was a very talented jazz trumpet player. And he has this saying here that says, sometimes you have to play a long time to be able to play like yourself. See, this is the reason why you have to embrace your creative journey. Because, and I think Nick said it earlier on, like sometimes when you really do put yourself in the back seat, you never are going to get in tune to who you really are. You're never going to be able to see what type of filmmaker you are. You're never going to be able to see what type of singer you are. You're never going to be able to see what type of audio engineer you are. I don't care what nobody says. There's nothing like being that musician or that singer that's writing that song and the words come out faster than you can actually think about it. There's nothing like being a video editor being up at 3 o'clock in the morning, editing that video, and finally that edit seems to just come out right. There's nothing like being an audio engineer when that mix just starts to sound so beautiful. Like literally, it takes some time to get to those rewarding moments. See, it's a lot deeper than the degrees, the Grammys, the academies, all of that. Those are the moments that are rewarding to you. Trust your creativity. So I got a story I want to tell you guys real quickly because I don't have a lot of time. When I got my real big break, I was actually giving plasma that day to make some extra money. And, I get a phone call from a production company by the name of Radical Media. Now, some of you guys may be like, oh, wow. And then some of you guys be like, well, who's Radical Media? So I'll tell you. So Radical Media, they're a production company out of New York. And they actually do the productions for National Geographic, Flags of Our Fathers, the Will Smith Planet Earth, Mars. Those are the guys, most of National Geographic stuff you see. Those are the guys that do that. So I get a phone call, hey, Jasper Dewitt II? I'm like, yes, because I'm giving plasma. They said, so I can't really move that much. I'm like this, yes. So they say, we read up a little bit about you. We saw your Instagram, we saw your YouTube, we saw some of your stuff, we saw you went to Full Sail. We would like to bring you on as a producer on our next production called American Portrait that's going to be airing through PBS. And here I am giving plasma, like, really? So, in that moment, I was excited, but genuinely being transparent, I was actually afraid, guys. I was actually afraid because there was a part of me that kind of hit that, wow, can I really hang with these guys? This is a real deal production company here. Like this isn't little leagues. This is the big leagues. Can I hang with them? And I was glad I had that moment because it let me learn this lesson that your creativity, your talent is like a muscle. You got to work on that thing. Don't try to go into the gym bench pressing 300 pounds if you haven't been putting in that work. And see, this is where I feel like I needed that moment to kind of reaffirm why it's good to really build a relationship with it. Because in those moments when people are going to rely on you, depend on you, you really are going to need to have some substance to prove it. Challenge your creativity. So when you get to a certain point, when you really start to become great at something, try to find the moment when you could find what you really suck at. Like, you know what? I'm really great at shooting this three-pointer. I suck at basketball, by the way, so I really do suck. But if I'm good at this three-pointer, maybe I need to start going into the post. So literally, if you're, someone that's really great at one thing, try to always challenge it because there's nothing worse in the world than being great at one thing and never, ever moving on and expanding and everything else. And this is, like I said earlier, part of that identity of you really becoming a solid creative. When you're getting that oppression, when you're getting that negative talk, this is going to be those moments where you're going to have that solid confidence in yourself. You know what? I know I'm going to be able to make it through this because I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been through this, and I've proven to myself I can hold it down. So be this guy, don't be that guy. By the way, you guys like my little animation guy? I designed that myself. You see how he's matching my suit and everything? Yeah, so I look at this picture here. This is a picture of me. I think I was 20, 21. And, initially it was a video, but I had to change it. But I'm actually glad I did this because, even when I look at this picture now, I still get a little choked up, because this guy right here had a lot of fire. Now, guys, I've been at this for a minute. I'm not a straight out of high school Full Sail guy. I've been at this for over 13, 15 years now. And this guy, he was so excited to just be in anything camera, anything media, anything that and put him in that atmosphere. I used to go to work. I actually got offered a job at the news outlet, but I actually used to go to work 3 hours early sometimes just to sit in the lobby, because I was just so happy to be in that atmosphere. Yeah, and that fire is still there. It's still in here. The hair is gone, but the fire is still there, man. Like literally, I don't care, wind, rain, tornado, spring, fall, it's still there, man. And that's why I tell you guys, everything that I brought up to this point, are all of those things that, help me through my walk. And I'm willing to bet every single one of you it's going to help you guys in your walk too. Just got to hold true to that thing. Share your creativity. Like I said earlier, there are those haters out there. But there are lovers. That last slide that I showed you, one of the reasons why I got that great opportunity is because there was 3 guys, Larry, Brad, and Mac. And if you guys are watching this live or recorded, thank you for that opportunity, because it changed my life. But there are people that really will believe in you, aside from the haters. There's people out there that will want you to fit their mold, fit their agenda, become what they would like for you to see, and say that something's wrong with you because you're just not like that. But for the lovers out there, this was something that changed me. There's some people out there that will look at you and don't want anything out of you, that would just be happy that you just exist, that believe in you just because you believe in something, that really actually just like you because you're you. That's why it's important to just be yourself. That's why. And then watch yourself. So here's the deal. At the end of the day, when you go through this long journey, you got to also be in tune with where you are. Something that I love to do is go back and watch some of my old videos just to see that Jasper then and see where he's going. You got to always stay in tune and check in with yourself and kind of always have that conversation, like, where am I at right now? So, guys, I don't have enough time for questions, but like I said, I do speak with a lot of full sailors, a lot of creatives. Definitely reach out to me on social media, JasperTheFilmie, like she said. I always DM any opportunities, guys. And I actually do have a good bit of people that do contact me from time to time. So if you guys want to reach out and talk with me, I'm always all ears. But other than that, you guys take care. Be blessed. Yeah.